What's happening, guys? Long time no see. Welcome back to another episode of Boost Brothers Garage. And today I am not in Cincinnati. I'm actually in the warehouse at my work, and we're going to bring you a little update on the M3. So stay tuned. So the big news, I bought an E46 M3. No, I'm just playing. That's my buddy Brandon's. There's a story that goes along with that, and he actually took the camera with him when he went and picked up the car. We're going to get through some of that footage and see if it's worth throwing together a video on. It actually came from California. He flew all the way out there and did an awesome road trip bringing it back home. So hopefully you guys will get to see some of that. But real quick, it is a 2005 E46 M3 competition package, which if you know much about those cars, those are rare and hard to come by. It is a 6-speed car, none of that SMG garbage. Just had a full paint correction done on it. Mechanically, it runs really strong, and during the PPI, he actually went ahead and paid to have the rod bearings replaced just to have that peace of mind. It's got Meistercraft exhaust, if that's how you say it, upgraded rod bearings, short throw shifter, and the subframe's been reinforced. It also has built-in radar detector and laser jammers. But he's a cop, so he probably doesn't need that. On to the E92. You guys haven't seen this car in a while, and it's because I moved away, which really isn't why. I still go to Cincinnati quite a bit, but it's fucking been broke pretty much the whole time I've owned. So quick rundown. I had to replace the AC compressor first and foremost. Then all of a sudden the car would just start going into limp mode, just on its own. I had to have it actually professionally checked because I couldn't figure out what was going on. Weirdly enough, the gasket between the header and the mid pipe was disintegrated, and there was an exhaust leak, so it started going into limp mode. So that was like 3 weeks worth of trying to figure out what was going on. And then finally, as of like 3 weeks ago, my center support shaft broke. So I was getting this terrible vibration, which I guess is common for these cars or BMWs in general. I had to go out of town. Mike had his baby. I had the reserves. So long story short, I dropped it off at a local mechanic who did the work for me. I don't have access to a lift or anything down here right now. All right, so if you don't know, this is what an E92 M3 drive shaft looks like. It's actually a 2-piece drive shaft. So this bearing, the center support bearing, is what holds the middle of the drive shaft up. This is what mine looked like. Well, yeah. That's no bueno. This is what it's supposed to look like. You can see that mine was completely disintegrated. So I ordered a new one of those. Well, at the same time, the guibos, which are the flex discs that go here on the end, I had to get one of those because I assumed that that was bad. Mine was bad as well. I ended up going with a part from Individual Racing Performance, or Individual Racing Products, IRP. They have an upgraded guibo that is billet with, I believe, Delrin bushings inside. Supposed to transfer the power a lot better. Okay, so everything's good. I dropped the car off. I gave him the parts. He let me purchase them myself. Great guys. I get a call the day I'm supposed to get it back. I need a new drive shaft, right? So I ran over there real quick because I needed to see this for myself to figure out what was going on. Let me show you. Let me show you my drive shaft. All right, so my drive shaft is cracked completely. And in BMW's infinite wisdom, they didn't make these replaceable. So, yep, I had to buy a whole new drive shaft. Luckily, Turner Motorsports, they actually do a upgraded version of the drive shaft to where they make it so that the U-joint is serviceable. So you can now press out those pins and actually replace the U-joint. So I got one of those on order, and within a week it was here. The guys threw everything back together, and I've had the car back for about 5 days now. Flawless, no issues at all. So hopefully we can make it at least a month until something else breaks. But I know a lot of you are saying, that's what you get for buying an M3 with 160,000 miles on it. I agree. But it's also reasons to upgrade. So every time something breaks, you put in the better performance part of whatever broke. At least that's my thinking.
Your motto.
My motto. So it's dark outside because it's winter in Indiana and it sucks. So we're thinking we may do a little exhaust comparison inside this warehouse. But as you can see, Brandon just had a full paint correction done on this car. by the one and only Philip Bradley, and it looks like glass. The wheels look brand new. I mean, it's just incredible how clean he got this car. Try to see if you can, I mean, there's just no imperfections. This Interlagos blue is a beautiful color. So right now I'm gonna have Brandon jump in the car and give this thing a few revs so you can hear it. Then I'll jump in mine, give it a few revs. You guys can experience the difference between the V6 and the V8. And then I got some flyby clips that I did right as it was dusk, and I'll insert those. Oh, I haven't told you about that part. Stand by.
Are you good?
Yeah. He's got that E46 rasp. So I completely forgot to tell you, but I guess I have to before I jump in my car. They had to pull the exhaust down to get to the drive shaft. So while it was down, I thought, let's get rid of those cats. So we did test pipes on there, and it changed the way it sounds a little bit. So I'm gonna show you now. All right, guys, so I have some clips, some flybys that I did outside as it was getting dusk. I'm going to insert those in now. And I'm back. I hope you like it. I think it sounds incredible. We'll still be getting a sole catback, valve catback system on it, and I think those together are going to make it sound wonderful. So anyway, quick update on the car. Introduce you to Brandon's car. We'll probably be doing some work on that car on the channel, and look forward to a video coming soon. We're changing up the headlights on this car a little bit. We are working with a company out of California that does top-notch stuff. So I'm looking forward to getting that taken care of. Anyway, thanks for watching this episode. We will see you next time.